There's nothing more motivating than a little competition with your friends, or even some attaboys from your friends, or even sharing the compliments to other people that you see doing a good job. It's all motivating to everybody involved in that process.
So January of 2016, the longest distance I could ride was 7 miles. In February, I went up to over 100 miles. And the mileage has increased over time, just based on getting in better shape and enjoying what I do. So now what I've been looking forward to is, what are longer rides that I can do?
The biggest change I made was a super tiny one. In my office, I have a desk. I do have shelves with some, food things on it to show my clients, and I have a taller sort of console. I just moved my desk to my console, and I work standing up all day. It's a very tiny change, but it's huge. In just a couple weeks, I feel the difference just in the way my body is aligned. When I walk around the building instead of going through it to get to the back of the offices. Again, a super small change, but those things can really build on each other and lead to, get you closer and closer to what your goals are.
My typical ride is usually about 30 miles. Doing a 30-mile ride makes you feel awesome. And the next time when you do 31 miles or 32 miles, you're gonna feel even better. The longest that I've done is about 37 miles. My ultimate goal one day is to be able to do 100 miles, which in theory I know that I can, but it's just working up to that. You can't just say, okay, I rode 30 miles yesterday, I'm gonna ride 100 miles, next week.
I'm lucky enough to have two friends that keep me a bit on track. We work out twice a week in the morning at 6 a.m. Didn't used to be a morning person at all, but now, because of them, I'm up at least on Tuesday and Thursday at 6 a.m. and we meet and we work out.
It's been a little over a year and a month now, that I was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. I went through an extensive operation. I went through 26 weeks of chemotherapy, and throughout the whole thing, I've exercised. I've tried to have a proper diet.
Talk to your doctor, super important. Get their feedback, find out who they would send you to have some dietary feedback. And also, friends and family are super supportive, so let them know what you're doing. Maybe there's somebody else, in your circle that is also kind of moving down the same road.
In September, I'll be riding my bike for 102 miles in Savannah, Georgia. It'll be the longest distance that I've done recently on my bike. And then after that, you get excited and you're like, wow, if I think I can do 102, what else can I do? So in November, I will be riding from Miami to Key West.
2 weeks ago, I was cleared as cancer-free. And I believe one of the biggest part of it is working out, eating nutritionally, and really enjoying life.
It's real easy to live in a silo and not do anything and just rock along at your own mediocre pace. But if you share it with somebody else, they do better and you do better. It's hard sometimes. It's hard to even admit that you're overweight or not very good in shape, but it's much better to admit it and move on and make progress. And doing that with other people brings it along much quicker. It makes it much easier.
Well done!